The Catholic world mourns. Pope Francis, the people's pontiff, has passed away. His warmth, humility, and unwavering commitment to the poor touched countless souls. Yet in the wake of his passing, an ancient prophecy casts a long shadow. A chill grips the hearts of believers and skeptics alike. The prophecy of the popes, attributed to Saint Malachy, a 12th century Irish archbishop, has fascinated and unsettled for centuries. This enigmatic prediction outlines the lineage of popes, from Celestine II to the very last pontiff. Pope Francis, the 112th pope, occupies a unique and unsettling position on this prophetic timeline. Was Pope Francis the last true pope? Does his passing herald the arrival of Peter the Roman, the final name etched into Malachy's prophetic list? The very fate of the Catholic Church, and perhaps the world, feels precariously balanced. Saint Malachy, an enigmatic figure shrouded in myth and history, was known for his piety, visions, and purported ability to perform miracles. Born in 1094 AD in Armagh, Ireland, he ascended to the position of Archbishop of Armagh, a testament to his faith and leadership. Legend has it that in 1139, Malachy embarked on a pilgrimage to Rome. There he was said to have experienced a divine vision, a panoramic glimpse into the future of the papacy. This vision manifested as a list of 112 short, cryptic phrases in Latin. Each phrase, he claimed, represented a future pope, leading all the way to the very last pontiff. Some directly alluded to a pope's birthplace or family crest. Others were far more obscure, open to interpretation and debate. Despite the controversy, the prophecy of the popes has captured imaginations and sparked endless debate for generations. Of all the cryptic pronouncements in Malachy's prophetic list, none are as chilling or debated as the final entry, Peter the Roman. This ominous figure, shrouded in mystery and speculation, is prophesied to be the last pope to reign before a period of unprecedented tribulation and ultimately the Day of Judgment. Malachy's description of Peter the Roman is brief, yet heavy with portent. In the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will reign Peter the Roman, who will feed his flock among many tribulations, after which the city of 7 hills will be destroyed and the dreadful judge will judge the people. Some interpret Peter the Roman literally, believing him to be a future pope who will hail from Rome and bear the name Peter. This reading suggests a catastrophic end to the Church and perhaps even the world, ushering in a period of divine judgment. Others view Peter the Roman more symbolically. They argue that the name Peter could represent a pope who embodies the qualities of the Apostle Peter: strength, leadership, and ultimately martyrdom. This interpretation, while less apocalyptic, still suggests a period of great upheaval and testing for the faithful. While the prophecy of the popes has captivated imaginations for centuries, its authenticity remains a subject of intense debate among scholars, historians, and theologians. Skeptics dismiss it as an elaborate forgery, while believers point to its enduring accuracy as proof of its divine inspiration. The primary argument against the prophecy's legitimacy centers on its dubious origins. The manuscript detailing Malachy's visions mysteriously disappeared after his death, only to resurface in 1595, attributed to a Benedictine historian named Arnold de Wyon. This convenient timing, coinciding with a period of papal instability and intrigue, has led many to believe the prophecy was fabricated to influence papal elections. Critics argue that their open-ended language allows for a wide range of interpretations, making it easy to retrospectively fit popes into the prophecy's framework. However, proponents of the prophecy's validity argue that despite the lack of concrete evidence, the sheer number of seemingly accurate predictions cannot be ignored. They cite instances where the mottos align remarkably well with specific events or characteristics of later popes, suggesting a level of foresight that transcends mere coincidence. The debate over the prophecy of the popes ultimately boils down to a matter of faith and interpretation. Section 5. Pope Francis, a humble shepherd in prophecy's shadow. Pope Francis, the 266th leader of the Catholic Church, carried a unique weight on his shoulders. As the pontiff presiding during a time of immense global change and uncertainty, he was also the 112th pope, a position that placed him on the precipice of Malachy's prophecy. Known for his humility, compassion, and unwavering commitment to social justice, Pope Francis embodied a radical departure from his predecessors. He shunned lavish displays of wealth, opting for simplicity and accessibility. He championed the plight of the poor and marginalized, calling for greater economic equality and environmental stewardship. His papacy was marked by a spirit of dialogue and reconciliation, reaching out to other faiths and seeking common ground on pressing global issues. Whether or not one believes Pope Francis fulfilled the prophecy of Peter the Roman, his papacy undoubtedly left an indelible mark on the Catholic Church. His focus on compassion, inclusivity, and social justice has challenged traditional views and paved the way for a more progressive and engaged church in the 21st century. Section 6. At the Crossroads of Faith. The Church after Francis. The passing of Pope Francis marks a pivotal moment for the Catholic Church. As the world mourns the loss of a beloved spiritual leader, the Church finds itself at a crossroads, wrestling with internal divisions and external pressures that threaten to reshape its very identity. The Catholic Church today faces a myriad of challenges, from declining attendance in the West to the rise of secularism and the ongoing sexual abuse scandals that have shaken the institution to its core. Internally, the Church is grappling with deep divisions over issues such as LGBTQ+ rights, the role of women, and the interpretation of traditional doctrines. Externally, it faces growing pressure to adapt to a rapidly changing world grappling with climate change, political polarization, and economic inequality. The next pope will inherit a church in flux, tasked with the daunting responsibility of guiding it through an era of unprecedented challenges. The weight of history, tradition, and now prophecy rest heavily on their shoulders. The world watches with bated breath, eager to see how the Church will adapt, evolve, or perhaps even fracture under the weight of these immense pressures. Section 7. A prophecy fulfilled? The Enigma of Peter the Roman. With the passing of Pope Francis, the debate surrounding the prophecy of the popes has reached fever pitch. Was Francis the final pope before the arrival of Peter the Roman? Or does the prophecy have a different interpretation, one that extends beyond a literal reading of names and dates? Those who subscribe to a literal interpretation of the prophecy are already pointing to signs of its fulfillment. They argue that the increasing secularization of society, the rise of religious persecution in some parts of the world, and the internal struggles of the Church itself are all indicators that we are living in the time of final persecution foretold by Malachy. However, others caution against such a literal and alarmist interpretation. They argue that the prophecy's language is intentionally vague and symbolic, designed to provoke reflection and spiritual introspection rather than to provide a precise timeline of future events. The question of whether Pope Francis was the penultimate pope before the arrival of Peter the Roman remains unanswered. Section 8. The Vatican holds its breath. A conclave looms. The College of Cardinals, the esteemed body responsible for electing the next leader of the Catholic Church, is preparing for a momentous gathering, a papal conclave. Shrouded in secrecy and tradition, this conclave carries the weight of expectation and uncertainty as the world anxiously awaits the selection of Pope Francis's successor. The air crackles with anticipation as cardinals from across the globe converge on the Vatican, their every move scrutinized for clues about the future direction of the Church. Behind the Vatican walls, whispers of Peter the Roman echo through the hallowed halls. The prophecy's shadow looms large, adding an unprecedented layer of pressure to the already weighty responsibility of choosing the next vicar of Christ. The world holds its breath, watching and waiting as the conclave unfolds. The smoke rising from the Sistine Chapel chimney, black for an inconclusive vote, white for the election of a new pope, will signal the culmination of this sacred process. Section 9. The Enduring Mystery, a Prophecy for the Ages. The prophecy of the popes, whether a genuine glimpse into a divinely ordained future or an elaborate fabrication, continues to exert a powerful hold on the human imagination. Its enigmatic pronouncements, shrouded in symbolism and open to interpretation, have fascinated and fueled debate for centuries, blurring the lines between faith, history, and speculation. In the wake of Pope Francis's passing and the looming papal conclave, the prophecy's relevance feels more immediate than ever. Will we witness the fulfillment of the prophecy's final chapter, or will it remain an enigma, a testament to our enduring fascination with the unknown? Ultimately, the prophecy of the Pope serves as a reminder of the enduring power of belief, and the human desire to find meaning in a seemingly chaotic world.